made by Dr. Energizer.
Yeah. So lonely. Let's put that time so freaking lonely. Going through a lot of emotion. Put my feelings in my freaking pocket. But despite that, I keep making these dumb mistakes. I don't understand. But despite that, I keep making all the dumb mistakes I regret. Damn, gotta keep going, gotta move on. But despite that, that's why I keep making dumb mistakes in the past. I don't know why, but I gotta forget about the past. Gotta move on in the future. You know it's future. Like a little Martin Luther. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. It's raining inside my freaking head. Maybe going a lot with the antidepressants. I hope with the antidepressants defeat the depression. But despite that, I don't know. Maybe even more depressed with the antidepressants. Damn, deal with it. Now I gotta do everything by myself, which kind of sucks. Deal with it. You're an adult. You could do this by yourself. But the reality, I don't know. Have a mindset of I don't know, young kid. I don't know, I miss being young, but despite the world sees that I'm a fucking adult. Deal with it. Screw it. Screw over, I'm becoming a monopoly. Screw that, about to have a company and take over every industry. Look, I'm tired, basically corrupting the world. I don't know, apparently I'm corrupting the world for no reason. I don't know, you wait, understand. Why you don't understand me? To be great is to be understood. I don't know, understand what's going on in my head. I don't know what's going on. So lonely in the zone, like the chromosomes in my head. Hope you can hear me singing a song. I know it doesn't make sense, it's past tense. Hey girl, do you wanna dance with my friends? But I keep saying the same thing every single day. It's okay. One day to go click in your head that I'm not tired. Basically doing the same thing every single day. No, I'm not even. Yeah, sorry about the delay. My Wi-Fi just crashed again. Because we have this... I don't know what's going on. My Wi-Fi just crashed again. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry about that. Let's go resume with the live stream. Because if this happens again, I'm going to literally lose my freaking mind, teleport to another dimension, and dip myself in acid if it happens again. This is ridiculous. Okay, that was a rant. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the video. Alright, so sorry about that. My Wi-Fi card just crashed. Let me just fix the audio real quick. My Wi-Fi just crashed again. I am so sorry about that. Because, you know, the problem with the Wi-Fi can't handle multiple networks. It gets congested easily. It gets really easily congested. So every time, like, if I live stream, like, probably someone else's live stream, and it's too congested, and it can't handle multiple users at the same time. Apparently it can't. And then, you know, it's just ridiculous. It's tiresome. I honestly hope that it's the same... you please tell me I did... You know, I'm doing a 2D live stream because if I don't, like, I have to I'm not re-editing this. Can I just edit the live stream? This was supposed to be 360 and then I did 2D. I might just do 360. I might just do 2D because it's just simpler. I think it uses less bandwidth for it. So I'm just doing 2D. I am not doing 360. So, yeah, I originally was going to do 360, but I'm doing 2D because, like, if I do 360, I don't know if it's going to handle it. So... I'm not stopping the live stream again just to put 360 because that'd just be annoying. I know that will annoy you guys, and you'll be like, "What's going on with this crappy computer?" You know, so I'm not doing that. So I'm just gonna change it to a Japan background, and we're just gonna live stream regularly. Next time it's gonna be 360. I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't get 360, but next time it's gonna be 360 live stream because you know it's just my bandwidth has just been terrible lately. I don't know what's wrong with it. Right now I'm in Tokyo, but I'm going to change the background to like a flat plane in Tokyo or something like that. So let's keep that in mind, or a game room. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just annoying. This is really annoying. That's just a rant, like real quick. I made a rant video about that. Let me go to my game room. I'll just do that here. I'm in my game room now, so let's do a live stream. Let's basically play some Mario Kart 7. Hopefully it runs. If it doesn't run, then I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I should upgrade my computer. Oh, this is really pissing me off, this rant. Alright, so let's play some Mario Kart, okay? I'm gonna play some Mario Kart using Citra, and we're gonna discuss random stuff, hopefully. Hopefully I can get over it, because I really can't. Maybe, I don't know, hopefully. Okay, let's get to the live stream. Buster. What's going on, Buster? Okay, so let's get to the live stream. So what's up, guys? Me, this is Mattolina in the video again. How you doing today? And today's is a little podcast I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this while I'm playing like Mario Kart. To be honest, I'm probably gonna mute the sound effects. So yeah, I'm gonna mute the sound effects. I'm just gonna put my microphone. I usually put the sound there, but I'm gonna put a little sound here. A little sound. I don't know how the sound's gonna sound like. So let me know how the sound sounds like. Hopefully I'm not mixing too much sounds because, Mario Kart is a loud game. So it's naturally a loud game. Let's hopefully it runs well because like last time it wasn't really running well. So okay, let's try this again. Let's make sure it runs well. I don't know if you can hear the audio. Let's make sure the audio is clear. Okay, let's try this again. Let's make sure it runs well. Okay, let's make sure the audio is clear. Hold on a second, it's echoing real quick. I just gotta make sure it's good. Okay, let's make sure the audio is clear. Hold on a second. Yeah, let me make sure it's very clear so I can hear it. I don't know if you can see the screen. Hopefully you can see the screen, which is pretty cool. Yeah, let me make sure it's very clear so I can hear it. I don't know if you can see the screen. Hopefully you can see the screen, which is pretty cool. Okay, good. You can hear me. Good, you can hear me. All right. Great, you can hear me. So what is up, guys? How you doing today? Doing good? All right. So today we're gonna talk about random discussion. Today's is basically my. I think we're gonna talk about like what I've done. Oh, it's slow. I'm just gonna mute it. It's very slow. Let me just fix something out. Let me exit. Let me just mute this. I'm just gonna mute it because if I don't mute it, it's gonna be slow. Let me mute it. Just gonna mute it. Okay, good. Let me mute that. I just muted it. I just muted the sound effects, so hopefully you don't know. Really, you're not gonna notice it, but I can notice the frames. But you're not gonna notice the sound and the error and stuff. It's gonna sound clear because I have a not crappy. It has a decent laptop, but my laptop is like I gotta upgrade the RAM, so let's keep that in mind. Oh wait, no, I don't want to pick Toad. How you go back? You just go back. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do Toad. Let's do Peach. I don't know why I did Princess Peach. I should do Toad, but I honestly chose this. This is kind of cringe, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so today we'll talk about this random stuff I'm doing. Today's topic today. What's gonna be the topic today? Today's topic is motivation and passion. Passion. I think that's what we talk about today. Now, I've been very passionate about my what I've been doing, but originally I actually surprisingly was going to be fixing things, like repairing things, like be able to fix things, which still is my passion, but it's been less often that because like lately I've been in the mood for entrepreneurship, which is very interesting, which basically like entrepreneurship and you become like an entrepreneur, and I realized that's not like I feel like the potential in it, which is interesting. So keep that in mind. But yeah, if this game is not gonna run today, I swear to God, I'm losing my mind. Because every time, like I don't know, it usually works. That's because I pre-recorded it. Yeah, I'm not running this. No, there's no way I'm running this game. There's no way I'm running this game. It is not running. Sorry about that. I can't really do gameplay like that. I could. The gameplay is not working for some reason. Let me just do the. Let me see. I need something to run. I'll just. What games that I created that tab that I should play? I honestly don't know. Oh man. Oh baby. Alright, so I don't want to go. Should I talk with Bianca? Honestly, I don't know. This is just a random stream. I don't know how to title this. I put Sunday again. Let me just change the name. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me pause the stream, reboot the stream. I gotta change the name. I think I could change the name. I think I could change it from here. Hopefully I could change it from here. Because I hate when I rush it and then like it becomes like very like I'm not the best stream. But I'm glad that you keep them. I'm glad that you. I'm glad that you even watch my streams. To be honest, which is pretty cool. And thank you for the continued support once again. Okay. I had to reboot this. Okay, Tuesday late stream. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to play a game. I don't know what game is it. I'm actually going to do like because I don't want to do a stream and just do nothing, honestly. Because like I don't want to be a boring streamer. I'm probably gonna do a story time. Just to put a picture up and just do a story time. Because since my Citra 3DS emulator is not working, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just gonna do a story time, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a story time, and that's it. What is up, guys? Me, Mattolina. Welcome back again Today I'm gonna do a story time of my adventures. Today's story time to talk about is the time where I had an anxiety attack. So there was a time where I had an anxiety attack. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put this picture here. I'm gonna put a picture background and we'll tell the story time. So my first story time was when I went to this placement here. I had a story time where I had an anxiety attack. To be honest, I had a very bad anxiety attack. Now you gotta remember. So when you have I was going through a lot personally. I was going through like a depression stage or a little bit like that. Obviously you get some help. Obviously if you're going through a lot. But I was like, I'm not fine. I was going through a lot personally. Then I accidentally had an anxiety attack. It wasn't fun. I'm sorry, it was not fun. Was not fun. But after a while, I recovered from it. To be honest, and it wasn't fun. It was not fun. So yeah, it wasn't fun. And then obviously, I was I was worried about. Like, it wasn't the anxiety attack that I was worried about. It was literally worrying about losing my channel and all the viewership. And just not the viewership, just the audience and stuff. Like the audience, like you guys. I was worried that I would not return to YouTube, because if I would have been admitted, I would have been there for 2 weeks and my channel probably would have been dead. Because I know people that happened to them. Like, I met people that they had a following, like they had a lot of people supporting them, and then the minute they did something dumb, it just destroyed the whole channel. It's kind of scary, And I salute to this channel that I had to be around for a way long time, Another thing I've been worried about is like what I'm gonna do in retirement. Like how I'm going to how I'm gonna keep doing this channel if something happens to me. Like, what if something happens to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if something happens to me? You know what I'm trying to say? It'd be kind of crazy though. Because I'm making a name for myself and all that stuff. Like, what would happen to me if who would replace me? It's kind of hard to think about. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's something to think about, which is interesting. Now, obviously, it's been pretty interesting. It's been pretty great. Like, my life has been pretty better now. But there's times I'll be in mood shift. Like, I don't know, my mood has been shifting a lot, which is weird. Like, I'll be happy one moment, and I'll be very, groggy, and then, I'll be it's just annoying. It's just really annoying. It lasts a long time, to be honest. I think that's what sucks about having, certain conditions. It could really affect you. But when people say, oh, you're crazy, but you're not crazy, it's it bugs you. But I think, the thing is I think when I get older, what I'm going to do is that, I'm going to, donate to, mental illness and all that stuff, and mental and all that stuff. And also I'm going to donate to open source communities and all that stuff. I would literally personally donate to them. And also support people that, need help and stuff. I feel like that's important, to be honest, to help the community, give back to the community what they started, I think that's essential, to be honest, I think that's essential. But yeah, I think that's essential right there. And I think that's why, what I believe, order to make a name for yourself, or in order to make a channel, I'm gonna put a picture of a rose. To order to make a name for yourself, and also to order to be very reliable and stuff, you have to basically be very very humble, and also you have to be very very what is it called? What is it called? You have to be you don't force the audience to give what you want. You actually earn respect from the audience, I believe. That's personally what I believe. That's my belief system. And also there's karma too. I believe in karma too. If you do good happens. If you do bad, something bad happens. And I also have to be very careful what I do when I make a name for myself. You gotta be very careful nowadays. They can cancel you anytime, but you gotta be careful what you say too. Because there's times I say some dumb takes, and I just don't care of it. But you gotta be careful what you say. And now I know, be careful what you say around, in general and stuff. And I think that's essential. You gotta be very careful what you say, especially nowadays, I feel like. But at the same time, you should also respect your audience and stuff. I always try to respect my audience and stuff, and respect them as a person. Even if there's trolls, I just ignore them. To be honest, I really don't give. But I do respect any criticism in the audience. Hey, you need to do this. I'll do that. I had to fix it and stuff like that. I had to clean my laptop recently, so I just cleaned it recently because it was really dirty. I opened it up, cleaned it, upgraded it, and yeah, thanks to pretty much people in general. You should always like also like be very supportive, and that's how I always do. I always try to do that. I always try to be very supportive of the audiences. And if you're watching this video, I really appreciate you so much for supporting me and all this time. It's been a very phenomenal year. Um, it's been a very unique year. But at the same time, I would like to. I'm going to get back to everyone, in the future, obviously. So, future presidency. Who knows? I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. This is just a random stream I did. To be honest, this is a random stream I was doing. I don't know what the stream's supposed to be. But I'm probably gonna do this all day because I'm gonna be in my room all day. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna do it all day. I may make a video on how I made a VPN. I actually made a virtual private network, which is very interesting, and you should check that out. I'm gonna make a video about that. I use Google Cloud to make the VPN, which is interesting, and it works really well. So it works very phenomenal, which is pretty cool indeed. Now, obviously, what's interesting is I made a video about the phone, like that thing, but hopefully it does well. So you can check out that video in the description. You can check that video out, which is pretty cool, and if I feel like that's essential and stuff, which is cool. Which is pretty cool and interesting though. But yeah, thank you for 40 subscribers once again. Let's at least get to at least 50 subscribers if you can, or at least 45. It really doesn't matter. I'll bump up a little bit, but But thanks to you guys, like you don't have to. It's optional. You always sign on for it. It's optional, obviously. Because it's free. It's optional. You can sign on for it, or you can sign in. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not forcing you. I'm not like other streamers who force people to do it. To be honest, because I feel like that's disgusting. To force people to watch your content. I think that's disgusting. I would not want to be forced to watch someone's content. I think that's not essential to do it, and that's not one way to make a name for yourself. To be honest, and yeah, that's just my opinion and stuff. I'm pretty sure people agree with that opinion. To not make All right, so let's get to the next podcast, and today we're gonna talk about is making your name for yourself, and how would you make a name for yourself? Obviously I'm not that popular, but I'm not that popular. I do got some followings, get me wrong, but I'm not that popular. I'm not the biggest streamer. I'm not the biggest streamer. I'm not popular, but I'm very humble with what I do. And I feel like to really make a name for yourself is you have to be very humble of what you do. Because like one way is you have to work. Like people say you gotta work hard. It doesn't work like that. At least just keep above 50. Like yeah, like it's about connections. I feel like, and it's about like just like basically it's like people tell you, oh, work your hard, you can get to it. Let me just keep it above 50. That doesn't really happen. Trust me, I did everything I can to do it. But what I personally believe is that if you do good, most good things would happen. So it's more like the opposite. Like if you do good, it's gonna happen. So yeah, if you put more input into it, it could happen, but it most likely is going to take time for 99% of the population. Unless like 1% of the market where like you have a unique like person that like basically have like wealth and stuff, then it more likely be quicker. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's possible. But it just takes time, to be honest, and you have to be patient about it. I think that's what I learned from this journey, from being like a YouTube journey. I'm still learning over time. I'm still learning over time. Like before, I had no subscribers on my channel, which was pretty impressive. And now, like, I have some support here. I probably will go back to this and be like, oh my god, I have a lot, and then like it evolves over time. But you just gotta be very humble of it. Like you gotta always improve. And I think that's why, like, when you look at like when you become very successful and very to the point where like you become really wealthy and stuff, you get bored of it sometimes. Like it's actually the worst thing to happen to in some cases. I feel like sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes there's a lot of benefits, obviously, but sometimes there's like it could be the worst thing to happen, because then you lose that drive, that motivation. You become more lazy. I feel like, and I think that's a big problem. But it is what it is. You can't really control it, but you could do the best to mitigate it. But it just happens over time. Like after a certain time, you become successful. You become very lazy. I don't know how to explain it. Not lazy. It's not a fault. It's not a fault. I'm not saying it just happens, And I think you have to always willing to do something, and like something that you could do continuously all the time, and that would help to basically build your mindset and basically grow over time. I think that would be essential, to be honest. I think that would help a lot. It would definitely help a lot with that sense. Which is pretty cool. And that's why I put pictures of roses, to be honest, because it's just a background I put. Pretty cool. Um, yeah, I think that's essential, just to be humble and always strive for success and stuff, which is really interesting to talk about. Obviously, I'm sorry I could do some gameplay because my gameplay is obviously not working. I have to use low emulation resources to do it, but next time I might get it working. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I also may make a podcast soon, which is very interesting. And yeah, hope you're liking this live stream on Mattolina LLC, exclusively on Mattolina LLC. I also may upload a new video to Odyssey. Check me out on Odyssey. I do upload videos on Odyssey, so please check me out on Odyssey. I left the link in the on my channel page. You can check out on my channel page. Hopefully, I don't never get banned from YouTube, but YouTube is really strict, so I usually use Odyssey for a backup site because the exclusive platform, exclusive stuff like inappropriate stuff, or I'm just kidding, this exclusive stuff, that you can watch that you can't watch on YouTube. So please check out me on Odyssey. YouTube is YouTube, so you got to be careful with the rules for monetization. So let's get back to what I was saying. And another thing too, which is very important, is like, is basically don't put like how can I put this? Always improve yourself. Always improve. But I feel like another thing too that people should do is honestly, it's just like never give up on what you believe in. I mean, I know it's a common saying, but it's really true in that sense. But I feel like a better way to explain it is like basically like always improve. Like I think I'd rather live in a life where it's exciting and it's something new, like something new each day, something new I learn and some challenges in the way. And I think that'd be a better, exciting life than be like very the same thing, like be successful the same thing. I mean, not be. I'm not saying not be so. I mean, like, how do I put it? Like basically, pardon me. Basically to be like very like always improving yourself and always like getting better and better and better. I think that would be essential. I think that's a very essential. I think that would help a lot with things. Very much a lot, which is very interesting. I gotta say. And without like basically always improving, I think you lose your mind if you become like very to a point where like you're just being very humble and stuff and various things. And I know another thing people told me like like about intelligence, like how do you view people as intelligence? Because I know because people said, oh, you use Linux, and and let me just keep above 50. Anybody could probably use Linux, to be honest. I did make a video about that. You can leave that in the card here. You can leave in the card there, which is interesting. You can leave in the card there, which is interesting. It's pretty simple to use Linux. I'm not saying it's the hardest thing, but it's doable. So keep that in mind, obviously. But what's interesting is that what's very interesting is that the way I view IQ is I view that people are very I feel like people are very I feel like there's no such thing as dumbness, but obviously certain scenarios. But obviously, what I believe is I don't view people as dumb. I view people as most people most people that you meet in the world are probably intelligent as hell. Some cases they could be smarter than the other person, And the way I view it is people are smart in their own ways. It could be in a dumb way. It could be in a smart way. It could be any way. I don't believe in dumbness, to be honest. I really don't believe in dumbness. I think that's a bad way of putting it. I'm sorry. Please don't leave my channel. But I think it's in a way like people are smart in different ways, and that's how I view my audience. Honestly, I feel like my audience as even if they're trolling, I feel like they're smart at trolling. There's different smart types of intelligence. You have intelligence in the bad way, criminal sense, or it could be in a good way, in a legal sense. There's different types of intelligence, and I don't view people as dumb. I feel people as very intelligent beings, very unique beings, very unique. And I think being unique is better than being the same thing. That's how I view the world. That's what I said when I meet an intelligent person. I'm not gonna be like saying I'm not smart. I'm not gonna say I'm not smart. I'm gonna say well, I'm gonna say can we work together? Negotiate and stuff. That's how I view the world. Because I met people that are really smart, and I don't deny that. But I'm just very humble. It's like with me with gaming. I'm not really a gamer. I know gaming is a very toxic culture. So I'm not getting into that. But I have a different philosophy on that. But I know gaming's like a culture and stuff. So yeah, but for my case, I do a lot of technology things, so it's a little different. So it's less toxic, but it could be toxic sometimes. But the game is more toxic. Gaming culture is toxic. That's in the store for a lot of time. But the way I deal with it is I don't really be toxic, to be honest. But I think one way why I did that is because like trust because I think it's just what the view people's society the way society views gaming. It's just really weird. I hate when society says like, oh, like basically like if you basically play video games, you go become like a blank blank. I can't say it because YouTube would montage it, but you know what I'm talking about. Basically, when the news would be like, oh, this guy, basically, if you become if you play video games, you become a criminal or something like that. Put it in a PG way. I can't say it because YouTube would montage it once again. If I do Odyssey, I'll probably say it, but yeah. So it's just weird how like they view people playing games as criminals, which is weird, but it's not the case. I don't believe that, and I don't know why like people say it like that. I don't know why society believe in that. Like it's kind of weird, because video games really it's just honestly just it's just like entertainment, and they don't see music as that. They don't see movies as that. So I would like to know why people think like that. It's kind of weird how the news view it as that. Like even the computers, they don't view computers as that. Like, oh, because you see, like, people use computers for hacking and stuff, but they don't talk about the computers in that sense, but they only talk about video games, which is weird. So it's kind of weird how they think that. And technically, if you think of it, games came from computers. So why did I complain about games, but not computers? It's kind of weird. It's kind of wild, I feel like. And I think it's just ignorant for just saying that games is the cause of everything. It's just dumb. It's a dumb take. It's tiresome. It's stupid. And I think that's not intelligible if you think that. I'm sorry. I think gaming is just essential. I feel like gaming is like very essential. I think it's very fun in a responsible manner. Obviously, I think it's awesome. I think it's an awesome piece of technology. It can be really beneficial. It goes to be very profitable, very interesting if you know what to do right and you don't scam people. Obviously. Another thing too, I get told is that like I use too much computers. I use too much computers. Or I know what I'm talking about now. Or like the internet. Oh my god, like the internet, the internet is not essential. Like if we shut down the internet, we can survive without the internet. Let's just give about 50. Good luck with that. Just good luck with that. Shutting off the internet is a really bad thing. Let me tell you why. Now I'm gonna change the slides. I'm gonna change the slides to the internet. Let me just tell you that everything you buy or everything you use, everything that is made, every company actually uses the internet. Everyone uses the internet, okay? Like the internet became so essential that without the internet, the stocks will go down. Like because even the stock exchange uses the internet. The banks uses the internet. They use like the way banks work, the way transaction work. They use like things called mainframes. You connect to a mainframe, which is totally different than a server. A server is more like Google, and all that stuff. They use the servers for that, but they also have mainframes too. But mostly servers. A mainframe is basically a type of computer. Well, it's more like a computer-ish. It's a type of computer that used to calculate like big data, like data as in, like money and stuff like basically transactions and stuff, really quick transactions in a quick amount of time in a database. It's more like transactions and stuff. It's more like related to that. I could be wrong though, but it's more like related to that, like transaction, and also very critical data and stuff, something like that. That's where mainframe is. It's more like with like numbers and stuff. Numbers. When you think of mainframe, you think numbers, servers. You think of data and like storage and stuff and all that stuff, and also like cloud-based services. So yeah, I feel like when people say that internet is not essential, that's just a lie. I met people that think like that. No offense to my mom, but she did think that too. She think like, oh, the internet's not. We don't need the internet, But I feel like if we say that, that's really dumb take because it's like saying like, let me put this perspective. It's like saying like, oh, we don't need computers. We don't need computers. Or what's a better example? What's a perfect example? Oh, we don't need a phone. We don't need to communicate. We could communicate using mail. It's but the thing is, you kind of can't live without it. Especially when you go to asylum, because at least a hospital, because at least they give you phone calls. They legally have to give you phone calls. So you want to go back to that time? I don't think so. Or what if let's say worst case scenario. What if we don't have any type of grocery stores, like grocery stores. Like, oh, back in my day we used to hunt food, so what if we don't have grocery stores and stuff? Or fast food stores? That'd be worse for the consumer, you know? And and then here's another example if you want to bring if you want to be hypothetically speaking, like what if we say that, oh, what if like the what if machine, what if we don't have cars, you know, like we don't need the internet, so we don't need cars, right? Okay, then okay, well, how you gonna travel? How you gonna travel from New York to the airport? And then what if people said, oh, what if you don't have planes? What if we don't have planes? You know, what if we can survive our planes, right? We can survive our planes. We don't need to travel miles away with a plane. We could use a boat. You know, boat is cheaper, easier, right? It doesn't work like that. Like once something's invented that's essential, you can't go back. It's like time travel. It's like, oh, people are so ignorant because of saying that. I'm sorry. That's just a rant real quick. I'm sorry. But I feel like the internet became so essential. People are sleeping on the internet. Okay, now obviously YouTube is different. Obviously, and like traditional social media, obviously, like the way internet works is like, you know, you have trolls and all that stuff. But that's another story. That's a different topic another time. Obviously, you can check other channels when they talk into that, especially Media Tech USA. Obviously. But like I was saying, that like the internet has become so essential. Like your banking uses internet, your computer uses internet. But obviously you know that, right? But also like even your Nintendo Switch, even Nintendo products uses the internet. Even like let's put this back. Your FedEx, even FedEx uses internet. Your FedEx system uses internet. Even like basically your SIM card, your phone, even your phone uses internet. It's to the point that your phone uses internet. So you know, it's kind of weird. You know, it's kind of wild. And then, like, here's another thing, too. Even Bluetooth. There's ways where you can connect Bluetooth using the internet. How did we get to this point, you know? And it became so essential. Now, my only worry is that, like, let's say what if the internet shuts down? If the internet shuts down, I'll probably link a video later, maybe. I may talk about this in more detail. But if the internet shuts down, the economy is destroyed. Plain simple. That's plain facts. The economy is destroyed. Okay? So if people tell you that, oh, we don't need the internet, you've been too dependent on the internet, that's a lie. Because if you think you're too dependent on the internet, it's like saying like, oh, you don't connect to your bank and stuff, you know? It's really ignorant. It's very tiresome. It's just annoying. It's just tiresome. Like, you know, like even cable companies. Actually, most cable companies make money from the internet. Like they rely on the internet to make money. Like, if anything, the cable companies will probably use cable if the internet never exists, and we probably use DVD stills. But the fact we have an internet, MP3 players would not. Well, yeah, MP3s probably would still not be doing well, or streaming service won't be as exist. There's a lot I can think of, you know. There's a lot I can think of. Even car vending machines, like they have this thing where you can connect your car and like get like car vending machines. Like it's pretty crazy. And the fact that internet is actually cheaper than satellite. It's actually affordable compared to like basically satellites, you know. Even though the internet could be pricey in some scenarios, it's usually cheaper than satellites. Satellites are the most expensive. So the fact that internet became really public use and open source for the people to use is pretty impressive. And I feel like people saying that we don't need the internet is like saying we don't need fire, okay? So let me say to the same people, if you don't need fire, I guess you don't need the internet? What? No, that's just a lie. We need the internet, okay? The internet became the new fire of every product that we use. You know, it became the new fire that we use. It became essential, okay? It's to the point that schools, like education systems, are using the internet now. After like 50 years. That's definitely a story from another time, though. But yeah, like I was saying, like it's just crazy how the internet became really essential. And this is my personal belief. I feel like it's just common sense. Like, it's just common sense at this point, okay? I'm sorry, it's just common sense. Like, the internet became essential, okay? You know, without the internet, you probably not be able to watch any videos. It's just common sense, you know? And the internet really affects all of us. It really does. Like, if the internet shuts down, good luck with healthcare. I think most hospitals, even like to the point, the oil line uses the internet. The military, the U.S. military, uses the internet. They uses the internet for cyber war against countries. This is big, okay? This is big. Even the CIA created a decentralized network called Tor, by the way, where they use onion sites, and that was made by the CIA. So you know this is big stuff, okay? So if you think the internet is gone away, no, it's not. It's going to stick around, okay? And I think that's why when people say the internet is not essential, it is essential, okay? Okay, it's just my opinion. It's essential, okay? It's to the point. It's essential that you kind of need it, and many people agree with it. Well, obviously me in the modern era. Obviously, people before that they don't understand it, and I think it's just a rant I hadn't made because I hate when people say like, "Oh, the internet is not essential." I don't even get into arguments about it because I know people don't believe in me about it, but they don't realize how essential the internet is. I feel like, and without the internet, I probably would not be having a job on the internet. I would not have an opportunity to work with Google, which is pretty cool, and I think that's essential. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do it for the live stream though. I'm tired. But thank you for watching this live stream. Thank you for making it to the end. I really could thank you for getting to points again. Been grateful that I got the support needed on this live stream. Yeah, it's been great. I've been having a good time. Honestly, I've been having a great time. But I've been always improving myself. Sorry I didn't do 360 this time. I'm gonna do 360 next time. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me. Sorry about the stream crashing earlier today. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the stream. Thank you for continued support, and I'm